Hello everyone, how are you guys all doing today? My name is Mirko and welcome back to another brand new Apex Legends video. I hope you guys are all enjoying Season 2. I'm definitely enjoying it myself and I'm having a lot of fun using Wattson, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to use Wattson to her full potential in game. If you go ahead and enjoy the video, be sure to drop in a big like down below for my first Season 2 video, and without further ado guys, let's start with Wattson's tactical ability. So I'm sure most of you guys are aware what Wattson's tactical ability does, but if you guys aren't aware, she basically connects fences together which not only deal damage to enemies if they run through the fence, but it also stuns them for quite a long period of time as well. So a few things to mention that some of you guys probably aren't aware about: you can actually reposition the fence, and you can also pick up the nodes that you dropped down in the first place if you want to reuse them in another position. Once you place a node down, you then have to place the second node down to create your first fence. Now I already see a lot of people using this wrongly, and they're using it as a form of cover when in fact you cannot use this as a form of cover, because people can still shoot through it like they normally could shoot you, and you definitely do not want to use this in open space areas as it almost has no effect at all. You want to use this ability to cut off entrance points and flank points, and of course this is more of a defensive playstyle. When you're using Wattson, you want to make sure that you're prepared to play more defensively rather than aggressively. So Wattson's ability works really well up close, especially if you're in buildings or you're in areas that require you to take specific routes. You can put fences on doorways to stop enemies pushing that way and force them to push from another way, and you can also use them in other places as well to stop enemies from pushing at that certain direction or to stop them from flanking, which works really well, and it usually forces the enemy to take a more predictable route, or it stops them from pushing completely. Now when placing the nodes down, I recommend you place them past the cover. You don't want to place them in an open area where enemies can just shoot them, because if you guys didn't know, nodes can actually be shot at and be destroyed. So when you're placing the nodes down, for example on a doorway, you want to make sure you're placing it past the doorway so enemies can't shoot at them from the other side. Now you can also create multiple fences and create a larger area of protection, but bear in mind that if you're doing this in an open space area which is completely open and has no sort of routes, then it's pretty much pointless, because the enemies will still be able to shoot you in that open space area and it won't give you any sort of protection at all. But this ability is at its strongest when there's only about 3 or 4 points of entry or less. For example, if you're in a building that only has 2 points of entry, one door or the other door, you can apply this to one door and then the enemy has to come in from the other door, and you could just wait for them on the other side, because as I said, you are forcing the enemy to push from another direction and that makes them more predictable. Now if we go into a quick game, I will give you guys an example on how to use this ability to its full potential. Okay, so if I show you guys what I mean, for example, if we just block this area out here, so as you guys can see here, so an enemy cannot come through this door now, as we can see here. We've actually got a team on us now. So at the moment, the enemies can only force their way through this way. And as you can see, they can't come through. This is actually a really good example. I've actually got no health at the moment. Okay, so another example here is if you're being shot at here, you could easily just place one right here and right here as well. And that basically will stop them pushing this way. So you haven't got to worry about them pushing this way. If you want to heal up, you can heal up, because they're not going to be able to come here. And it's going to take them ages to go all the way around and come from another way. Something else I've found to be really good when you're using the fences is for reviving your teammates. When your teammates are specifically in a building or in a close range area, you can block off entrance points and revive your teammates without any problems at all, without worrying about enemies pushing you. So next we're going to speak about Wattson's passive ability, which is actually just as important as her tactical ability. And the main part here is that ultimate accelerants that you guys find around the map and you use automatically charges your ultimate ability straight away, and you don't have to wait any longer. And if you stand near the interception pylon, which is her ultimate ability, that actually charges your tactical ability much faster as well. So moving on to her ultimate ability, it does 2 amazing things which you guys should take advantage of. The first thing is that it stops and it blocks off incoming ordnance. So for example, grenades, Bangalore's ultimate ability, which shoots down rockets, it blocks all of that off and it keeps you safe from them explosives. And the second thing, which is the most important thing I think, is that it heals up all of your team's shield at the same time. Now if someone in your team is running Lifeline and you're running Wattson, you can literally have max health for most of the duration of the game, because Lifeline's ability can restore the standard health and Wattson's ability can restore shield. You want to make sure you're using Wattson's ultimate ability after your team have engaged in a gunfight and you can see that they're all low on shield, and also before a gunfight as well, when loads of teams are firing grenades at you and spamming you with grenades and all sorts of explosives. But remember that you can use one before a gunfight and after a gunfight if you're carrying an ultimate accelerant, because that restores it automatically and you can basically use it 2 times in a short period of time. Definitely be sure to take all of these tips on board that I've mentioned in this video, because I'm actually using these tips every time I use Wattson and it really is beneficial, especially using her tactical ability correctly to block entrance points. That is a really good thing to be using and it really puts the enemies in a sticky situation and they really need to act fast. So anyway guys, I'm going to wrap this video up here. If you guys did enjoy the video, be sure you're dropping a like down below. Also leave a comment on your thoughts of season 2 so far. Are you enjoying season 2? Let me know down below. I'm personally loving it and I'm definitely going to be bringing you guys loads more season 2 tips, discussions, all of that good stuff. So make sure you're subscribing for that if you're not subscribed already. Thank you all for watching this video. Enjoy the rest of your day and I'll catch all of you guys out in another brand new Apex Legends video.